Hey everyone, Melissa Wick here. Welcome to my channel if you're new here, or welcome back. It's great to be here with you. This is a yoga practice designed for surfers. We're going to work the entire body. So we're going to stretch the upper body, the shoulders, the chest, the side body, the hamstrings, the hips, full body experience. We're going to stretch and strengthen. We're going to connect deeply with our breathing to focus and center. And we're going to finish the practice in a delicious Savasana to really receive our efforts. This class isn't just for surfers, so if you're not a surfer, no worries. You can still enjoy the practice and reap the benefits. I am coming to you from the beautiful Nosara in Costa Rica. And if you have a couple of blocks, they may be helpful for this class, although not necessary. So let us get into something comfortable and let's get this practice started. Let's begin in a comfortable seated position. So go ahead and prop your hips up on a block. You can either sit cross-legged here, finding a tall spine, or if you prefer, you can start in a kneeling position and place a block the long way in between the ankles. You can even stack 2 blocks here to find a little bit more ease in the hips and the spine. So let your hands just rest on your thighs in whatever position you choose. Closing your eyes, crown of the head grows tall, roll the shoulders onto the back, and let's take 2 cleansing breaths to arrive. So big inhale through the nose, let yourself fill up. And as you exhale, release through the mouth. One more time, inhale fully in. And exhale, let it go. Closing your lips and your mouth. And just start to breathe in and out through both nostrils. Relax the energy behind your eyes. Set the intention here to make the breath as smooth and as even as possible. So as you inhale, you feel your belly and your chest expand. This is the inspiration. And as you exhale, the breath empties out. That's the release. As you inhale, you're inviting in vitality. And as you exhale, there is this sense of returning home. See here if you could match the length of your inhales to the length of your exhales. So maybe you smoothly inhale for the count of 4 or 5 or even 6. And then you exhale for the count of 4 or 5 or 6. Anchoring into our breath so we can allow our breath to guide us through our practice. And slowly bring your chin down towards your chest, and we'll start to open up in the neck. Bring one ear to one shoulder. Make a U shape, other ear to other shoulders, just going back and forth like this. And if it's safe for you to go all the way around in one direction, you can start to move and continue in that one direction, maybe going slower than you normally would. And if you're going one way, just change, go the other direction, breathing into any areas that feel tight. Good. Finishing off your last circle, come back to center. Bring your hands onto your shoulders and start to make circles forward, up, back, and down. Just opening up in the shoulders and the chest, nice and smooth. Staying connected to your breath. And then go the opposite way, just warming up the shoulders. Beautiful. Bring your arms up. Inhale. Feel the sides of the waist lengthen. As you exhale, twist to your right. So left hand onto your right thigh. Right hand behind you. Grow nice and tall. Back to center. We're going to inhale. Both arms reach up. As you exhale, twist to your left. Right hand to your thigh, left hand behind. Grow tall as you inhale. As you exhale, you gently twist. Back to center. Inhale, both arms reach up. As you exhale, take the hands behind you, interlace the fingers, loop the shoulders onto the back, and extend the elbows. Keep pull in of the belly button towards the back of the spine, and breathe deeply into your chest. Feel that nice opening here. Good. Release your hands, interlace them in front of you, knuckles face away. Pull the belly in, chin down, round the spine like a cat. Feel the space open up in the back of the heart. And then flip your palms away, scoop the arms up, breathe and reach up nice and tall. As you exhale, release your arms down by your side. Now we'll come into a simple shoulder stretch. So your right arm comes across the body, bend your left elbow, and hook that elbow into the shoulder. Maybe you tilt your head a little to the left and just drop that right shoulder down. Nice simple stretch. And then switch other side. So left arm extends across the body, bending your right elbow, and maybe tilt your right ear down to the shoulder. Just a couple breaths. Good, release. Give your shoulders a couple rolls, and maybe you shake your wrists. Just release, let it go. And now we're going to come on to the knees here if you're not already there, and just remove your blocks and tuck your toes underneath. We're going to come into a pose called rabbit pose. Take your hands onto your heels, and we're going to tuck the chin in and round. Bring the crown of the head onto the mat, and try not to dump all of your weight onto your head, and lift your hips up while still holding onto your heels. Pull the belly in. Feel this beautiful stretch in the back of the heart, back of the neck. Breathing deeply here. When you're ready, slowly lift the spine back up. Keep the toes tucked under. Give your shoulder a little roll. Hands rest on the thighs. Maybe close your eyes and just let yourself just feel here. Adjust. Beautiful. Take your hands forward. You're going to keep your hips stacked over your knees. We'll walk the hands forward into a puppy stretch. Melt your forehead down. Keep a slight pulling in of the belly. Externally rotate the upper arms. Breathe into your chest. Just feel this beautiful length in the spine. Making sure there's no pain. You can always bring a block underneath the forehead. Now we're going to bring the arms back underneath the shoulders. Come into a cat stretch. Pull the belly in. And then inhale to your cow. Release the belly. Look up. Tuck your toes underneath and push up and back to downward facing dog. And then open up your down dog how you like. Maybe you take your dog for a walk, bending one knee and the other. Or maybe you bend both knees and dip your hips to the side and to the other side, just stretching out the sides of the body. Push down through all 10 knuckles of your hands so your sit bones reach up and back. Lengthen the spine, and maybe keep a little bend in the knees. Steady out your breath. Smooth breaths. Look between your hands, bend your knees a lot, and then take a step or walk to the top of your mat. Forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, shoulders back, belly and chin in. Exhale, fold. Inhale, we're going to rise all the way up to stand, arms up. Exhale, palms touch in front of the heart space. Let's keep moving here. Inhale, arms reach up. You're going to exhale, twist to your right. Right arm back, left arm forward, tailbone lengthens down. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, twist to your left. Right arm forward, left arm back. Inhale, arms reach up. Now you're going to exhale, bend your elbows, open up your heart, low belly zips in. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, shoulders back, belly in, long spine. Exhale, forward fold, and step back to high plank. Heels, hips, shoulders, head in one line. Pubic bone curls in. Push down through your palms, nice and strong. As you exhale, bend your elbows back, lower down to your belly. Point your toes. Take your fingertips wide and slightly in front of you. Pubic bone down. Rolling cobras. Inhale, roll up. Head is last to come up. As you exhale, belly, chest, chin, forehead. 2 more times. Inhale, nice and smooth. Roll up. You don't have to go super high. Exhale, lower down. 1 last time. Inhale, roll up. Shoulders out of the ears. And this time we dip the right shoulder down. Peek under your left underarm. Inhale, center. Exhale, left shoulder dips down, peek under the right underarm. Inhale, center. And exhale, lower down. Hands by your upper chest. Push down through the palms, lift up, inhale. Exhale, tuck the toes under, downward facing dog. Good. Now we're going to inhale. The right leg is going to reach up, 3-legged dog. Keep pushing down through the palms. Bend your right knee and open up the hips. Stack the hips. Engage the glute and roll out your right ankle. One direction and the other. Come back to center. Square the hips. Breathe in. As you exhale, step your right foot through between the hands and left knee comes down. Runner's lunge here with the knee down. Frame your right foot and lengthen the spine. Right hip pulls back. Try to lift the chest off the thigh here. Now keep your left hand down. Right arm's going to open up, twist. Drop that right hip down, left shoulder out of the ear. Good. If you'd like here, you can also bend that right elbow to open up a little more. Reach the right arm up and then release it down. Take a block underneath the left hand if you like. We're going to come into a quad stretch. So take that right arm back, bending your knee. Your left knee, grab a hold of the foot here if you can. The block is really nice to bring the floor up to you. Open up here, breathe deeply. And with lots of care, release that left foot down. And bring both hands underneath blocks if you have them. Power up your back leg. Runner's lunge, breathe in, lengthen the spine. As you exhale, pull that right hip back. Modified pyramid, 2 more times. Inhale, bend your right knee. As you exhale, lengthen, right hip pulls back. Again, inhale, bend your right knee, lunge forward, and then as you exhale, pull the right hip back. Folding here, breathe deeply, squaring off the hips, breathe into your hamstring. Good, rebend your right knee, walk the back foot in a little bit if you need to. High lunge, arms reach up. As you exhale, bend your elbows, pull your right hip back, lift up and out, show your heart. Inhale, arms reach up. As you exhale, open up into warrior 2. So left toes fan out, tuck the right glute underneath. Firm the outer edge of the left foot. Now keep that bend, reverse your warrior, right arm up and back. Low belly zips in, shoulders out of the ears. Good, now keep this arch and then extend the right leg. Side body stretch. And as you exhale, come to stand. Heels in, toes out, face the left edge of your mat, bend your knees, hands onto your thighs, let your shoulders come up to your ears, and then dip your right shoulder down, peek over your left shoulder. You can sway here or be still, back to center, and give yourself a little dip, left shoulder down, peek over your right shoulder. Back to center, arms reach up, extend the legs, breathe in, and exhale, lower the arms down. Beautiful. Now come to stand at the top of your mat, mountain pose, palms face forward, proud open chest. Arms reach up, breathe in. Exhale, forward fold over the hips. Halfway lift, breathe in, shoulders back, belly in, chest in. Exhale, forward fold, step back, high plank. Exhale, lower down to your belly. Point your toes, shoulders onto the back, cobra, inhale. Exhale, tuck your toes underneath, downward facing dog. Take a breath in through the nose and exhale out through the mouth, let it go. Steady your breath. Inhale, left leg rises. Bend your left knee. Knee becomes the highest point. Engage the glutes, open up, stack the hips, roll out your ankle. Good. And square off your hips, lengthen the left leg, breathe in. As you exhale, step your left foot through between the hands, right knee comes down, low lunge. Hands frame the left foot, lengthen the spine. Keep pulling the left hip back here. Feel that nice stretch in the hip flexor. Good. Now plant your right hand down. Left arm's going to open up, twist. So keep dropping the left hip down. Shoulders out of the ears. And if you'd like, bend the left elbow and rotate open even more towards the sky. And then back to center. Prepare for our quad stretch. So maybe you take a block under your right hand. And then take the left arm back. Bending the right knee. Grab a hold of the foot. You can hinge forward as much as it feels okay for you, making sure you can still breathe effortlessly. Without slingshotting the leg, gently release it down. Good. And then frame the left foot here, hands on blocks, tuck the right toes under, power up your back leg. Inhale, lengthen the chest forward. Exhale, left leg extends, pull the left hip back. 2 more times. Inhale. Open up. Exhale, left leg extends. Ride the wave of your breath. Inhale, left knee bends. Lengthen the spine, shoulders back. Exhale, left leg extends. Hold here, but don't hold the breath. Keep pulling that left hip back so hips are squared. Breathe into your hamstring. Rebend the left knee, maybe walk the back foot in a little bit. High lunge, breathe in, arms reach up, left hip pulls back. As you exhale, bend the elbows, show your heart. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, warrior 2. Right heel in, right toes out. Tuck the left glute under, strong leg, low belly zips in. Flip, reverse, left arm up and back, left knee stays bent. Collarbones are smiling here. And keep the arch, extend the left leg. Inhale. And exhale, come to stand. Turn your toes in, face the right edge of your mat, heels behind the toes. Take your hands and interlace them behind you. Loop the shoulders onto the back, extend the elbows. As you exhale, you fold over the hips. Arms come up as far forward as it feels okay. As long as there's no rounding in the back. If there's rounding, then slightly bend the knees here. Chin is in. Breathe into your chest. Feel this beautiful stretch in the shoulders. So you're engaged here, supporting yourself, but you're also inviting in ease. Release the hands down, fingertips down, halfway lift, lengthen the spine. As you exhale, fold. Strong legs, hands on the hips, shoulders on the back. Rise up with the flat back. Inhale. Exhale, lower the arms down. And then come to stand at the top of your mat, Tadasana mountain pose. Palms face forward, proud open chest. Eyes along the horizon. Arms reach up, breathe in, lengthen up. Maybe look up to your palms. As you exhale, fold over your hips. Halfway lift, breathe in, lengthen the spine. Exhale, fold. We're going to come into Yogi Squat Malasana. So take your feet out as wide as the mat, heels in, toes out. Bend your knees, knees in line with the toes. Sit in a squat and maybe you sit on a block. Making sure all 4 corners of the feet are rooted, palms touch, and then press the arms into the inner thighs. You can stay static here, or if you'd like, if you have tight hips, start to move from one side to the other, externally rotating the left thigh, and then over to the left, externally rotate the right thigh, back and forth. No right or wrong. And maybe you get your arms into it here. Just a nice way to move dynamically, especially if you feel tight in the hips. Connect with your breath. Good, and then back to center here, palms touch. Nice length in the spine, chin in. Lift your hips up and walk your feet back underneath the hip bones, forward fold here. Fold over your hips, breathe into your belly. Good, halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Plant your hands down and step back to high plank. Lower down as you exhale. Point your toes. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, lower the chest back down. Preparing for locust pose with the hands interlaced. So take your hands by your side, pubic bone drops down to the mat, low belly zips in. Interlace the fingers behind you, extend the elbows, roll the shoulders onto the back. And then here, think length rather than height. The chest lifts, the chin is in as you lift, and then maybe you point your toes so much that the legs lift. Find ease and calm as you lift and lengthen. And then as you exhale, you slowly release and stack the palms on top of each other to rest the forehead on the back of the hands. Let yourself just breathe here, release. Beautiful. Take your hands by your upper chest and just push up, breathe in. As you exhale, sit back into child's pose. Toes touch, knees wide. Let yourself just rest here. With every exhale, feel your hips just get a little more heavy towards the earth, towards the ground. Beautiful. Roll yourself up. We're going to come to sit on our bum and extend the right leg out to the side and keep your left knee bent. So the left foot is touching into the inside of the right inner thigh. You can always take a block here by your right shin and even an extra block under your left thigh if the hip feels tight. So your right hand comes onto that block or on your shin, left hand onto the waist. You're going to arch your right side towards that extended leg. So this is a side stretch. Your hand can stay on the waist, or you can reach your left arm up and over, bicep by the ear, or maybe even bend the left elbow and let the back of the head rest into that palm. So we have a side stretch here. Breathe into the left side body with a little bit of a twist with the heart up towards the sky. Breathe deeply into the left side. Good, and then slowly release to center. Give yourself a moment to just pause and notice any sensations or tingling or spaciousness. And then we'll switch sides. So left leg extends out, flex the foot, bend the right knee. Use props as you need. Maybe a block on the inside of the left leg, or maybe an extra block under the right thigh. Left hand down on the block or on your leg or on your thigh. Right hand on the hip. And start to invite in that side body stretch, leaning towards the left leg, maybe right arm up to the sky, or maybe hand behind the head, pressing the back of the head into the hand. Shoulders are relaxed. Breathe into the right side body. Chest open. With each inhale, you expand. And with each exhale, you release. Beautiful. Come back to center. Let yourself adjust, noticing what you feel. And now we're going to bring the legs in. Scoot yourself up on your mat so there's enough space to roll down. Plant your feet down, arms out in front of you. We're going to slowly roll down. Pull the belly in. Let the low back touch the mat first as you roll down, feeling each vertebra. And release down onto your back. Bend your knees a little more. Now we're going to cross the right ankle and let it clear the left thigh. Right foot is flexed. Figure four shape, but without using the hands first. So pull the belly in and lift the left thigh off of the mat. So left thigh in, right thigh away. And you're going to feel this deep lengthening in the lower back. So imprint the low back into the mat. Good. Now you can use your hands, interlace the hands behind the back of the left thigh or the shin, depending on how open the hip is. Relax the shoulders. Maybe you close your eyes and breathe deeply into your hip, breathing into the density. Use your exhales as a vehicle to let go. Beautiful. Release. Plant that left foot down. Cross your right leg completely over the left, arms out into a T. Lift your hips up and scooch them over to the right, and then release the legs down over to the left. And if that cross is too much on the spine, then uncross the legs. Maybe your left hand holds on to the thighs, and then your head is wherever is the most comfortable for you. Just let yourself breathe into your belly, into your abdomen, enjoying this beautiful twist. Good, and then flip your palms down, use the floor, press down on the floor and bring your legs back to center. Plant your feet down and lift and lower your hips to readjust. And now we'll go to the other side, so cross your left ankle, let it clear your right thigh, flex the left foot and then lift that right foot off of the mat without using your hands. Your right thigh pulls in, left thigh away. Your belly button pulls into the back of the spine. Feel your core work to pull the legs in. Feel that deep lengthening in the lower back. And now we'll take the hands and interlace them behind the back of the right thigh or around the right shin, keeping the left foot flexed. Relax the shoulders, a slight pulling in of the chin so the back of the neck is long. Maybe close your eyes. Breathe into the spaces where it feels tight, or you feel tension, or you feel density. Find the courage to breathe through it, to move through it. Beautiful. Now release. Plant that right foot down and then completely cross the left leg over the right. Scoot your hips over to the left a little bit and then release the legs down over to the right side. Twist. And again, if the cross is too much, you can uncross and just stack the legs. Maybe right hand holds on to the thigh for support, and then wherever's the most comfortable for the head here. And with every inhalation, you invite in this sense of nurturance to your being. And each time that you exhale, there is this sense of returning home. Beautiful. Now flip your palms down, use the ground as traction. Invite the core in to bring the legs back to center. Take your legs up towards the sky and start to just shake your hands and your legs, letting go of anything that's not of service. Bend your knees in, wrap your arms around your shins, come into a tiny seed, take a big breath in, acknowledge your efforts. And as you exhale, extend your legs out long onto the mat, nice and wide. Take up as much space as you'd like. Palms are up, maybe give your hips a little wiggle. I like to lift my chest up a little bit and slide the shoulders under and reset them down. Let the ankles fall open. Close your eyes. there is nothing left here for you to do. Just let your breath be natural. Your legs are nice and heavy. Hips are open. Belly is soft. Shoulders are relaxed. Jaw is relaxed. Fingertips soft. The space across the forehead is relaxed. The mind and the heart are fully and completely relaxed. Whole body rests on the ground. This time is here for you to nourish yourself at a very deep level. Here we allow the energy within us to organize itself into balance and harmony and coherence as we lay here in this ultimate state of receivership. Noticing what it feels like to be at home in the center of your being. And know that you always, always have access to this. You can begin your return by deepening your breath. Bringing some movement back into your body. So maybe you move your fingers and your toes, your wrists, your ankles, and bring your arms up overhead for a nice big stretch, reaching to opposite ends of the room, stirring your body into wakefulness. And bringing your knees in toward you, give yourself a good hug, acknowledge your efforts. And eventually rolling over to one side, pausing on your side here, a couple deep breaths into your upper back, tuning into gratitude. And then when you're ready, you can slowly bring yourself upright to a comfortable seat, any seat you'd like. And we'll finish the practice just like we started, tall spine. Closing the eyes, let your hands just rest on your lap and just invite in a couple deep breaths here. Noticing how you feel after practice, connecting with that inner stillness. Bring your palms to touch in front of your heart space, slight bow in of the chin. Acknowledge the teacher and the light that's within you. Thank you for your trust. From my heart to yours, namaste.